So I was cut off. Apologize for that. So anyway, I'm hoping to get this done in about 45 minutes, not including actually planting the buckwheat. And all I've got with me is a handheld spreader, not a 25-pound, shoulder carried handheld spreader, which I was gonna buy, but I just didn't have the money before the end of the month here. As you know, I'm a disabled vet and I get paid first of the month like most disabled vets, and I gotta wait for money, and then I gotta pay my bills. So after that was all done, you can see I killed it off. It killed pretty well. A couple of green spots left, but I don't think that'll be an issue. So next time you see me, I'll have the phone on the front of the ATV. I was able to get a mount for the handlebars for that. Hopefully I can get some good video. I got a GoPro style camera, and I went to go set up the SD card yesterday and get it formatted according to the directions, and it kept, when I got the format, it kept saying the SD card was corrupted or corruption in it or something. It's a brand new micro SD card, so I don't know why. I don't know if I just got a bad one from the Ace up here or what's going on. Either way, just real quick note, yesterday was the jury's, the crooked jury's conviction of President Trump. And I know there's a lot of stuff out there already on the media, in the media, for or against, whatever. The one thing that this causes me concern over is this is scary. What just happened to him. If it can happen to him with all his resources for a bookkeeping error that he wasn't even aware of. It was shown quite clearly that Cohen stole $60,000 from him. He took the money that Trump put down as legal expenses to pay off, some whore. If everybody went to jail for being a bad human being or sometimes a bad father or husband, you know what? We'd all be in jail. And the way this thing worked out, that's all I could say about it. It's just, whether you hate the man or not, this was a verdict that I don't know how to quite put it without getting in trouble on YouTube, but this was a verdict that was very it was preset before the trial even began. If President Trump wouldn't have announced he was running again in 23, this would have never came to court. Neither would the other indictments that are all bullshit. And I don't want to make this post political, but I had to say something about it because it's really got me a little concerned, but also a little bit amped up that all this is going to do is hand the White House to Trump. Thankfully, if you're looking at some way to get involved, donate whatever you can. I donated last night after the website went down. I got back on it and I donated $10. I mean, you don't have to, it don't take much, but I guess he got $15 million, broke the fucking internet and broke his website because people were hurrying up to donate to his campaign. And that's the kind of stuff we need. Is if you can't volunteer or do any of that stuff, give them $5, give them 10. It's not going to hurt you. It's one less beer you're going to have, but in the long run, we need Trump back in office in November, and that's going to be the true verdict, is November 5th of this year. So everybody get out there, vote. We can vote early now, so Republicans, do what the Dems do. Get out there and vote, and make sure you don't waste time doing it. If there's any chance that you can't vote on election day, get out there and vote early. They're making it legal, so guess what? Take advantage of their own system. All right, with that, I'm going to unload this stuff, and I'm going to get some video of me tearing the ground up and me putting the seed in, or after I put the seed in. And then I got a liquid or a lawn roller that I filled up with water. That's all I've got, and I'm going to run over it after I throw the seed out, just to give it a little bit more soil to seed contact. And we're going to see how this all works real time as I go through it. This is hopefully going to be a 30 to 45 day cover crop of buckwheat, and at that point I'm going to seed into it either more buckwheat depending on the timing. If it's not by the first, I'm probably going to end up doing another thing of buckwheat just to ensure this ground is strong, because I don't have money for fertilizer. I can't get fertilizer truck out here. I'm in a very tight, it's about as wide as an ATV, and I just took my truck through it twice. So with that, I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, everybody, this is Groundhog Max. Hope you can hear me over the machine. The machine is actually a little quieter than the Can-Am V twins I've had in the past. That's it. It's a 6-disc. It attaches right to there, and the reason you got blocks up on here is because you reverse your rear tires on the blocks. You set that in there, and what happens is when you pull off the blocks, the disc smashes into the ground, and it uses the weight of the rider and the weight of the machine to do the tilling. Another great thing about it, if it really works, I hope. I've seen some videos where it does. The real great thing about it is that you can carry it out into remote areas like what I'm in. This is the trail I came in on. Here's my roller, but that's as wide as it gets right there, and that's my buddy's property that I'm on. What it does is it hooks around to the right, and it's only about as wide maybe for a four-wheeler. And so what I had to do this time getting in is pick out the chainsaw that I didn't forget this time and cut a few small saplings down so my truck wouldn't get so messed up. Because next week, Monday, I take it in to get it wrapped. I'll shoot you guys a video about that. I'm gonna be wrapping it in as pretty much the same color, but it's gonna be some silver, black, or gray, black, and white camo. Just to make the truck look a little sharper, I think, and cover up all the scratches and whatever scratches I'm gonna get on it. There's a lot of pros to wrapping your vehicle. The only con is the cost. Had to save up to get it done. I've been meaning to do it since I bought the truck in October. So it goes in on Monday to Rabbit Wraps out of Waterford, Wisconsin. So we'll see how she does. But getting back to the point at hand, I'm going to hook this up and we're going to get to digging. You can see the field now, and I'll be able to show you after, but not during, because like I said, the GoPro style camera I got didn't accept my SD card. It corrupted it or something, made the camera real hot, so I didn't want to mess with it. I was gonna bolt it right to the back end here, facing it down, so that you could actually get footage of seeing it dig up. But the after is gonna have to do, and then I will get to planning. Talk to you soon. All right, here we go. Got it hooked up, and you're gonna see my first pass. Sorry, my wheels turned to the left. It's gonna go whichever way I turn the wheel hard, so keep that in mind. Here goes nothing. As you can see, I filled a couple of little back end areas into the field so I can get as much little spots for these deer as possible. This ought to be interesting. This thing's digging in good. I gotta have it in 4-wheel drive. And what's nice about this is the faster you go, the better it tears it up. Going about 13, 14. Here's my first rip right here where I started. Holy cow, it did a really good job. I actually had to move it up on the slots one more because it was so deep. So we got to run this over about 3-4 times and hopefully get some good dig. Right now it's working great. And nothing is bent or broke. Look at that first line. You can actually see kind of where I had extra stuff. Look at this. It's just tearing this field up. Thank God for this multi-level power steering on this quad. It is making easy work of this. Look at this. Looks like I went over it with a tractor. Actually makes plowing a pretty fun job. We got some good. Start doing some figure eights here. A little bumpy field, so we gotta take it slow a little bit. A couple of ruts. Somebody might be asking why I didn't cut before I did this. It really wasn't thick enough. There was a lot of thatch on the bottom. That's all I'm trying to work up right now. But you can see a couple of green spots left over, but kind of see what I did there. I'm gonna finish this up and get back to you guys later. All right, just got off the quad. Took about 56, almost an hour of just driving back and forth with the Groundhog Max, but it tore it up pretty good. I probably should have maybe cut it in some spots. A lot of thatch, but it got up underneath everything. I could go fast, I could go slow, I could do jukes and jives. It was digging in, didn't hurt the quad at all. That was its first big test. The K&M Outlander, the 23 Pro XU did a great job, and I was hammering it and slowing and hammering it. You might be able to tell by the beginning of the video, or the middle of the video when I was actually on it. So now I've got to use that little green hand spreader. I don't know if you can see it. And 50 pounds of buckwheat. That's the recommended dosage for an acre. That's the recommended seeding rate for an acre. This is a little less than an acre full, but I had some back areas or little areas I cut out back in the thin woods. Back here that I'll be seeding too. That's just going to be kind of maybe a holding spot for them, or a spot where they might just pick at whatever's out there this fall. The other reason for the buckwheat too is it's great for the pollinating animals like you know, hummingbirds, butterflies, and especially honeybees. I don't want to get too much into tree hugging stuff, but bees are very important, and you know, if you want to try to grow anything, you need bees to pollinate. So anything I can do to help the land and increase its pH without using a ton of lime or fertilizer. I'm gonna use maybe some food start or plot start when I plant the regular fall seed, the brassicas I'm gonna plant out here. So like I said, this is the first year, and you might not be able to tell by here, but I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna try it. Well, I'm not gonna be able to really walk with the hand spreader cranking it, because I don't have a like I said, the GoPro that I was wanting to use that could have clipped onto my shirt or whatever I can't use. So you're just gonna have to, I'm gonna seed it now. Maybe I'll take you through it after it's seeded, before I roll it with the lawn roller, the simple lawn roller I filled up with water. And hopefully 30 to 45 days we'll have a good buckwheat crop. and I'll be able to just roll over it after I seed into it, and pretty much be no disc from here on out, except for if, you know, the annuals, I might have to plow up a little bit, cut whatever next year, but I'll worry about that when we get there. This is the first year for this plot. Somebody tried something on here a couple years ago, but it didn't really take. I don't think they did. I don't think they put in the real work needed to actually start a new plot up here. It's a little sandy soil, you know, a little bit. It's a good mix. I mean, a lot of pines grow around here, but I'm really hoping this buckwheat's going to take off and help that, so that, you know, the other stuff that I plant in here can grow. And I guess after that, we'll come back after I seed everything. This is going to take a while with that little hand spreader. I'm going to be filling it up every 20 feet, I think. So I'll catch you back after a little bit. All right, I just got done planting. It took me about an hour and a half of walking. Just a reminder, if it's 50 pounds per acre, and you know you're pretty close to an acre of planting, walk slow, almost to a stop, like you're still hunting, and keep rolling the spreader. Mine was a little 2-pound I was using, which wasn't putting out enough seed, so I just started rolling over it, and I've been throwing the rest of the seed out by hand as I go every 30 feet or so, to my front and to my right and left. So when I go around it the whole first time, I know there's enough seed in here. I got about not even a quarter bag left, but I'm gonna turn around the camera and let you guys ride with me for a while. All right, new phone holder, sorry about that. So yeah, we'll do it there. About 3/4 done with the first lap, so I'm just gonna go for a while and let you guys see what I'm doing. I'll show you the roller when I get a chance. On that, just rolling. It's doing an okay job, but it's pretty narrow. But it is flattening. No, you can't see that, but that's my first lap to my left, and it put some weight on it and put some dirt on it that I tore up. Laid it down pretty good. First time I'm looking at it. Now with this, I can't go as fast as I want. I want as much weight going on that roller as possible. It's only about a 36-inch wide roller, so it's gonna take a while to get this done, but at least I'm not walking anymore. I probably walked, I'd have to check my watch, but I must have walked the slowest 1.5 -2 mile PT test in the history of the military. Thank God I wasn't being timed on it. I'd rather do it once right the first time than do it wrong and have to do it 2-3 times. So being this is my first time doing a full, well, bigger food plot, I'm really trying to take my time, do it right, but it's hurting. I'm hurting. My back's jacked up. My knees are bad. Oh, they're feeling bad. My neck is pretty sore right now. But at least I'm on the quad now. Get a little breeze, and the sun's behind a cloud for the time being. So feels good. Tell you what, I'm probably gonna end up losing maybe 2-3 pounds today doing this. I need to lose about 30 to be back in fighting weight, but I think that ship has sailed. My pooch is laying up in the truck. I let her out in the field, and after I got done tearing it up, and the gnats and everything were bothering her so bad, she didn't want to stay outside, so I let her in the truck, harnessed her to you know, like my back seat, like I always do. And oops, that hurt. Just laying there fighting off the flies and the gnats in the truck. When she gets bothered by them, she's kind of funny. She'll either lay under the quad or lay under the truck in the shade once she's run around a bit. And sometimes the bugs get to her. You guys are dogs, you probably know. It's a short-haired dog, so every little bug she feels. So yeah, it's laying this stuff down pretty good. The only thing I'm worried about a little bit is I have to roll over where the center strip was from the groundhog, because this roller ain't heavy enough to put this down. I got a piece of fencing at home that I've been meaning to work on and make it into a harrow drag. I just haven't had the time. Too many other things going on at once, and trying to get up here every other weekend, take care of my property and get this going. At least after today, it'll be 30 to 45 days before I have to worry about this plot again. And by then it should be middle of July, maybe the first week of July. Today's the 31st of May. We've had a lot of rain this year, unlike last year. So the ground's got some moisture in it. Hopefully this little bit of weight I'm putting on top of this seed is enough to keep it cool and a little bit moist until we get our next rain. We're supposed to get rain either tomorrow night or Sunday for sure. Today's Friday. I usually come up on Thursdays. I don't like dealing with the crowds on the weekend, so I get all my work done. If I want to go to the bar after this, I can go. Ain't much of a crowd. Small town area that I have my property in, or small town's about 6 miles from here and about 4 miles from my place. Or it's about 8 miles from here, about 4 miles from my place. So again, this is one of my buddies, one of my good friends' property. He's letting me basically give me carte blanche on this open field that he's had for years. He's had the property for years in his family, and trying to get this done, and hopefully this first year doesn't suck too bad. I mean, I'm doing everything I know I can do with the limited equipment I have and the time. Well, I got all the time, to take care of this, but I'm just hoping that when I gets to the Nebraska point, I got some better soil. Some of the soil is really good, and some of it's real sand, or not real sandy, but some sandy, loose stuff. So that's where I really overseeded the buckwheat. Hope you're not all getting sick of me talking, but while I'm riding here, I figured I would, you can either turn the volume down or just listen a little bit of what I'm saying. Take it with a grain of salt. I am no expert. I'm doing this off of what I know, what I've been told, what I've researched. So it's actually, you can see here, probably it's this thing is flattening it pretty good, except for where these big ruts are. I'm rolling that over with the tires just to try to get some dirt on top of some of these seeds that got where the field tore up really, really good. Actually, better than I wanted it to. So yeah, the roller, I don't know if you can see it, but it's working fairly well. And it's just, like I said, a 36-inch wide lawn roller. I took there's a push-pull, bought it used last year on Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $30 for it. And I just took the push-pull handle off of it. And I've got it pinned to the back of the quad. And we're doing okay so far. It's only about the second time I got to go through this path. It's pretty narrow. I didn't really kill this off, but I killed off part of it and didn't do the other part. I don't know why. So I just made a total lap around this, digging it up and planting it. 2 laps. It's kind of shaded, so I don't know if any of the fall plots are going to come in real well back here. To tell you the truth, I haven't even really scouted where I'd want to put a stand around here. There's one in the north side of the field. I want something on the south, maybe southwest corner, kind of where my truck is at. But one of these south corners that I'm facing right now is south east. To the right is south, and behind me is southwest or west. So that's where I kind of want to set this up. That's why I kind of did this little lap around here for kind of a staging area. It's about 200 yards to the highway. You really can't hear the traffic back here. And what this is about 75 acres that he's got, and it's really good habitat naturally. We're in central Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, about half hour, 40 minutes north of the Wisconsin Dells, and about a half hour south of Wisconsin Rapids. If you guys from Wisconsin know Wisconsin, you'll know exactly where I'm at. Like I said, it's already got good deer populations back here. The only thing I want to do is improve some habitat for the deer and the turkeys and pollinators, and just do my best to improve this area. And then next year, hopefully, I'm going to get some time to do some hinge cutting in an area where he's got a bunch of dead trees up towards where he lives a little more. And there was a flood, flooded my place out for 3 years. I just got done kind of fixing it up and able to live out of it, the mobile home again. And yeah, so I actually met him on the Fallen Outdoors Midwest. I don't know if any of you guys out there are members or belong to it. It's a Facebook group, and it's a haven for veterans, and it's something really good on Facebook. There's not much good on Facebook right now. We don't talk politics much. Try not to. But if you're a veteran and you want to hook up with TFO or the Fallen Outdoors, they have a Midwest, a West, a Southeast, I think, something like that, depending on where you live. And it's all outdoor stuff: hunting, fishing, camping, and they give away real nice people give away hunts. They give away fishing trips, which I was supposed to go on a charter fishing trip this past Sunday, but we got stormed out down on Lake Michigan, so we rescheduled that for, as of right now, the PM of the 15th of June. So I got to switch around my weekends up here just so that I could go on this trip. I really didn't want to miss it. It's the first one I've won or been a part of. There's 6 veterans. This captain is a Marine veteran, and he's nice enough to give away a trip. He does this once in a while. He's a great charter captain. Great success. The name of his company or his boats are Schools Out Charter Fishing. If you're on Lake Michigan or even Lake Erie, sometimes he goes out there for walleye, I guess. So if you're in Ohio or around Lake Erie, check him out. He's got a Facebook page and a website. Again, it's Schools Out Charter Fishing. He spends his summers for the most part out of Racine Harbor, out of Reef Point Marina, and I can't wait to go on a trip. I was lucky enough to win it. I won a pheasant trip one weekend last winter, and I couldn't go on it. Something happened with my wife's family. It's a long story, but I couldn't make it, and that really bummed me out because I was really looking forward to that. But yeah, look it up. Check out your area. They do it in sections. Like I said, I'm in Midwest, and I'm Team Wisconsin. Go ahead and support them. Do what you can. If you can give away a hunt or a fishing trip or something like that to a vet or a Gold Star family or something like that, please get involved. It helps all of us out, and that's just what I'm doing here. I'm trying to improve this area, get some stands up this year, so maybe me and my buddy can, some other veterans on TFO can hook up Gold Star family or disabled vet or a vet in general, first responders maybe, with a deer hunt. The guy that owns this land, he's a really nice guy. He he really, he'd give you the shirt off his back, and he's got some issues like we all do, physically and all that stuff. He can't do, he can not do a whole lot, but I try to help him out with this. I try to help him out whenever I can and whatever I can help with. You know, I'm kind of limited too, but this is just my little part of, you know, trying to help the veteran community, first responders, you know, just get out and get away from all the BS that's going on with the country right now. As veterans, we take our country very seriously. So if you're not a veteran and you didn't get anything out of my little speech here, that's okay. Like I said, if you like the channel, you like what I'm doing, please hit like and subscribe. And I'm hoping this video will drop. I can get it dropped, edited and everything by Monday the 3rd, after I get my truck in to get it wrapped. I'll be doing a little video on that too. Just gonna have it for 2 or 3 days, I guess, and it should look really good. I'm gonna get back to covering the seat up, and I'll catch you back in a little bit once I'm loaded up and just give you a kind of a summary of what I did today. Well, I just finished uploading everything. Got a call from the guy's land, or the guy that owns the property. He's going through some tough times right now. Has some bullshit stuff going on with the town. Anyway, I'm going up there to talk to him, chit chat. No beers yet, but yeah, I got the whole field done and a couple of hideaway areas, or staging areas, I guess you would say. Rolled over good. Everything worked as it should. If I missed anything on the video, letting you know or explaining what I was doing, or if you guys know better way of doing stuff, please feel free to share that with me. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. First year, just about an acre field square. I wish it was more of a horseshoe for hunting purposes, but it is what it is. It's 100 yards long by 50 yards wide. The area I killed off anyway, and then a couple of, like I said, little staging areas I did, but I don't know if that's going to work because of the shade. Next time I'm out here, I'm definitely going to take a better look around for if I'm putting a blind around here for people, or if I'm putting a tree stand. But I got to get another cell cam. I use Moultrie Mobile. I like them. Get that out here, and I just like it because there's no SD card to mess with. Good program. As far as subscription goes, it's pretty fairly priced, especially once you get 2 or 3, then it's worth its weight in gold, scouting wise. Yeah, everybody's gonna say, oh, you should not use trail cameras, and you know, you should read the property and blah blah blah. Well, I'm gonna be doing that too, doing my scouting, because I haven't hunted this field except for turkey season, and it'll be interesting. So I gotta get going. I gotta cool my dog off. She's dying. It's about fucking almost 80 out, and as you can see, I'm sweating my sack off. I soaked all the way through my shirt. Just disgusting. But yeah, let me step up everything I had. Quad's loaded up, worked. Not one issue with the new Can-Am. There's my roller that I flattened everything with. It's just tucked under, strapped. And then the Groundhog Max, if you guys wanted to see that, it's right in there. Like I said, I'm gonna put it in there. That's all it is. It just hooks up into your hitch receiver. You can adjust it. Brand new. They're $300-400. I don't know. I got it used, slightly used, not even really used, just kind of box was messed up for, I don't know, I said it in the last video, I think it was like 140, 180, something like that. Anyway, that's what I got left. I got about, I don't know, 5 pounds left of the seed, the buckwheat. So yeah, it's a hot one. The roller did a fairly good job. I wish I had a piece of fencing or an actual disc harrow, just because it just would have cleaned up the bigger ruts a little better, where that thing dug in high. Like there's a high point in the field, and that's where it really dug up, like it was almost like a farm implement. And then the rest of it, where the grass was a little thick, the thatch was a little thick, it still dug it up. of the truck. You can see that's kind of the path you get with one pass. Right there, it's the 3 disc, you can see it, and in the middle, you know, you got that gap, so I like to just step on it a little bit if I didn't flatten it. But yeah, this is the field, and it's all laid down now, seeded. Hopefully we get that rain Saturday night or Sunday, and that'll do it for this weekend. I might go for a ride tomorrow on the ATV, take it on the trails, see what you can do, finish breaking her in. All right, that'll do it for food plotting this weekend. See you later. All right, one last quick thing just to show you the kind of stuff I got to drive my truck through. Maybe this will give you a better idea. At one point I've got to tuck my windows in just so they don't get ripped off. You can see that right here, the brush hitting. This is not much wider, like I said, than a quad. I'm actually, let me get in the shade here. Got this big pine. Yeah, there goes another scratch. All right, this is the type of trail I am dealing with here. And I cut some branches off and down on my way in here today. Oh, damn it. And then there's a guy out here that rides his dirt bike, and there's a turn back there, and there's another one coming up where he's created a berm. So I got to put my suspension on off-road, which with this Ram I really don't have to do that too much unless I'm on real sandy trails out hunting and stuff. I don't know if you can tell how narrow that is, but pretty fun time. Yeah, there it goes. Hoping to get this widened out a little bit throughout the summer and then the next year. The only reason I'm doing this, if anybody's wondering, is because I have to have my dog with me almost at all times, or she'll go ape shit in the mobile home if I leave her. And she'll, here's a second berm, here's this dirt bike berm right here. You see over it? Yeah, there's where it takes off to the left. I'll leave you with that. I gotta pay attention also I don't hit a tree later.